seen the movie Ferris Bueller's Day Off? Perhaps you've taken a ride on a Ferris wheel. But we're not talking about a day off or a Ferris wheel. We're talking about ferrous oxide. Have you ever left something made of metal outside for a long period of time? If it was like most things made of metal, it probably rusted. That's because iron reacts with heat, oxygen, and air to create iron oxide, rust. We're going to watch that process happen, but we're not going to leave it outside for a long period of time. We're going to speed the process up in the lab with some steel wool and 9-volt batteries. When both battery terminals touch the steel wool, the electrons from the battery move rapidly through the steel wool and make a complete circuit. The electrical current heats up the wire around 700 degrees, and this heat causes the iron to react with the oxygen surrounding the steel wool. This reaction creates the spark that we see, and the release of the heat and heats up the next iron molecules, thus causing chain reactions through the steel wool. That was cool. Also, the iron and oxygen reaction create a new substance, and the steel wool isn't steel wool anymore. It's iron oxide. The process of steel wool becoming iron oxide is called oxidation. This is also an example of irreversible change, when something becomes something else and can't go back the way it was.
That's irreversible change, partner.
Although you may think that iron oxide, or as we know it, rust, is pretty useless, but it's actually used in a lot of things. One of its many uses is to add color to cosmetics. Life can sometimes feel like oxidation. A little bit of love can come into our life, set off a chain reaction, and can change everything. And it can also happen when we give love to others. I love you, Molly. I love you too. And that's why we should always do what God says and love our neighbor, because love can change the world.